The Zephyrian delegation had been aboard the Harmony for 3 standard rotations, and Commander Elena Vasquez thought the diplomatic mission was proceeding smoothly. The tall crystalline beings moved with elegant precision through the ship's corridors, their translucent bodies catching and refracting light in mesmerizing patterns. Their leader, High Curator Ixtal, had been particularly cooperative during the trade negotiations. Dr. James Morrison, the ship's xenobiologist, found their physiology fascinating. The Zephyrians possessed no conventional circulatory system. Instead, a luminescent fluid flowed through crystalline channels in their bodies, visible as soft pulses of blue-white light. They were herbivorous by nature, subsisting entirely on synthesized mineral compounds and stellar radiation absorbed through their skin. Fascinating creatures, Morrison had remarked to Elena during their morning briefing. Completely peaceful evolution, no predators on their homeworld, no competition for resources. They've never known violence. Elena had nodded approvingly. The Zephyrians represented exactly the kind of species the Terran Alliance hoped to build relationships with: advanced, peaceful, and rich in rare minerals that could benefit both civilizations. That afternoon, everything changed. Lieutenant Rodriguez was running routine maintenance on the environmental systems when a power coupling exploded. The blast sent shrapnel through the corridor, and when the emergency teams arrived, they found him unconscious and bleeding heavily from multiple lacerations across his arms and torso. Medical emergency, Deck 7, Section C. Elena's voice crackled over the comm system. All personnel clear the area. Dr. Morrison rushed to the scene with his medical kit, Elena close behind. The Zephyrian delegation had been touring that section and now stood frozen in the corridor, their crystalline forms trembling with an emotion Morrison had never seen before: raw, primal terror. As Elena knelt beside Rodriguez checking his pulse, the metallic scent of human blood filled the recycled air. Morrison noticed it immediately, that distinctive copper iron smell that every human recognized instinctively. But something else happened that he almost missed in the chaos of the medical emergency. Elena's pupils dilated. It was a subtle change, barely perceptible, but Morrison caught it. Her brown eyes, normally warm and calm, had shifted. The pupils expanded wider than they should have in the bright corridor lighting, and for just a moment something ancient and predatory flickered across her features. She worked with clinical efficiency, applying pressure to Rodriguez's wounds, her movements quick and sure. Morrison, I need hemostatic foam and a portable transfusion unit now. But Morrison's attention was drawn to the Zephyrians. High Curator Ixtal's luminescent form had gone completely dark, his internal fluid flow grinding to a halt. The other delegates huddled behind him, their bodies flickering with rapid, panicked light patterns. What's wrong with them? Elena asked, not looking up from her patient as she worked to stabilize him. Morrison approached the aliens cautiously. High Curator? Are you injured? Do you require assistance? Ixtal's voice, when it came through their translation device, was barely a whisper. The scent, and your leader's eyes. We did not know. We did not understand what you truly are. I don't follow, Morrison said, though a cold realization was beginning to form in his mind. The physiological response, Ixtal continued, his form trembling. The dilation of hunting organs upon detection of life essence spillage. Your species. You are apex predators. Elena finally looked up from Rodriguez, confusion evident on her face. What are they talking about? Morrison's xenobiological training kicked in, and suddenly the pieces fell into place. Elena, when you smelled the blood, your pupils dilated. It's an autonomic response in humans, triggered by the scent of blood. It enhances visual acuity for hunting. That's ridiculous, Elena protested. I'm a diplomat, not a hunter. I was just focused, Morrison finished. Calm under pressure. Ready to take action, he paused. All traits of an apex predator. High Curator Ixtal took a shuddering step backward. We have studied your cultural records, your entertainment, your fiction. We believed they were fantasies, impossibilities, beings who thrive in conflict, who grow stronger under pressure, who hunt and fight and survive against impossible odds. We thought no species could evolve such traits and still achieve interstellar civilization. Elena stood slowly, Rodriguez now stable and breathing steadily. The medical team had arrived and was preparing him for transport to the infirmary. You're afraid of us, she realized. Terrified, Ixtal admitted. In our galaxy, predator species never achieve higher consciousness. They consume themselves long before developing technology. They are animals, nothing more. But you, he gestured with a crystalline appendage that shook like a leaf. You have weaponized your predatory instincts, turned them into virtues. Courage, loyalty, protective instincts. You hunt now to protect your pack. Morrison nodded slowly. That's exactly what she was doing. The blood scent triggered her hunting response, but instead of looking for prey, she was looking for threats to her crew member, her pack. Elena's expression softened as understanding dawned. We're not going to hurt you, High Curator. Yes, humans evolved as persistence hunters on a dangerous world. But we've also evolved cooperation, empathy, and the ability to extend our protective instincts to others, including alien allies. You hunted across continents, Ixtal whispered. We found the records. Your ancestors pursued prey for days, weeks, never stopping, never tiring, and now you hunt across the stars. We explore across the stars, Elena corrected gently. But yes, with the same determination, the same refusal to give up, she smiled. The same loyalty to our pack, which now includes species like yours if you'll have us. The High Curator's internal light began to pulse again, slowly, uncertainly. Your medical response. It was not aggression? Protection, Morrison explained. Humans bond with our groups. When one of us is hurt, our predatory instincts activate. Not to hunt prey, but to eliminate threats to the pack and preserve life. Elena knelt down to Ixtal's height. I understand your fear, but consider this. Would you rather have humanity as an ally or leave that protective instinct to guard someone else? The corridor fell silent except for the hum of life support systems. Finally, High Curator Ixtal's crystalline form began to brighten again. Perhaps, he said slowly, having apex predators as friends is preferable to having them as strangers. Elena smiled, and this time, her fully human warmth was evident in her eyes. Welcome to the pack, High Curator. As the Zephyrian delegation began to relax, Morrison made a mental note to add a new section to the xenobiology database. Human physiological responses may be alarming to prey species, but are indicative of protective rather than aggressive intent. Recommend cultural sensitivity briefings for future first contact scenarios. After all, the universe was a dangerous place, and sometimes it helped to have monsters on your side.